Maybe you should time me on this one. I'm going to show you how to do the entire unit circle by generating it and not memorizing a darn thing. Remember, what do you have? You start at 0. The numbers just count from 0 up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, here's the thing. You know and I know that every one of these numbers is always going to be over 2, right? Like this. And all of them are going to be square rooted. Check this out. Square root of 0 over 2, 0. Square root of 1 over 2, 1 over 2. Square root of 2 over 2, there's your root 2 over 2, which is that 45-degree one. Remember? There is your root 3 over 2. And then finally, the square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2 over 2 makes 1. Now, here's the cool thing. Let's generate the unit circle based on the box method. Okay? Ready, set, go. First thing is let's talk about these coordinates and what the value of these coordinates are. Very, very simple. Real simple. That is, of course, a radius of 1. So that would be 1, 0. What would this be? Well, that would be 0, 1. How about this guy over here? You're going in the negative direction. So negative 1, 0. And then finally, down here, that would be the coordinate of 0, negative 1. Great. Guess what? We're done with these guys. Okay? And we're working from the outside in. So let's look at the next coordinates. Remember these guys? They're part of that 30, 60, 90 triangle, right? Remember? Do you remember that? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Is remember that this root 3 over 2 is one of the longest sides compared to 1/2. Well, if you think about it, root 3 over 2, let's go all the way over here to root 3 over 2. There's your x-coordinate. Let's go up to about 1/2. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. There's your first rectangle. Every one of the points on that rectangle are going to be root 3 over 2, 1/2, based on the signs. Right? So that's going to be negative root 3 over 2, 1/2. That's going to be negative root 3 over 2, negative 1/2. That was going to be positive root 3 over 2, negative 1/2. Right? Right. Then we just flip them. We go 1/2 now, right? Root 3 over 2, which will take us to this point here. Look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? Every one of those points is going to be 1/2 root 3 over 2. Again, depending on the side. The sign is going to be negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative. Too easy. Now, are we done with the root 3 over 2 and 1/2? Yes, we are. So at this particular point, this is what I do, is I start figuring out the degrees. Remember the degrees for this. This came from the 30, 60, 90 triangle. So this is 30 degrees. That would be 60 degrees. That, of course, is 90 degrees. This guy would be 120 degrees. That would be 150 degrees. This would be 180 degrees. The next one is going to be 210 degrees. The next one is going to be 240 degrees, right? 270 for this one. This one's going to be 300 degrees. That's going to be 315 degrees. Or sorry, 330 degrees. My apologies. And that one's going to be 360 degrees. You with me? That's simple. Real simple. Now, how are we going to do this in terms of pi? Well, simple. That's 0 over there. There's pi. Look, cuts it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions, right? So let's go. Pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, which is just pi over 2, 4 pi over 6, right? 5 pi over 6, 6 pi over 6, which is just pi. There's 7 pi over 6. There's 8 pi over 6, 9 pi over 6, right? There's 10 pi over 6, right? 11 pi over 6. And then finally, whoa, it's trying to catch up to me, 12 pi over 6, which is just plain old 2 pi. Got it? Wow. Okay, last but not least, look who's in the middle. Look who's in the middle. It's really neat to see who's in the middle. Middle's right here. It's so incredibly cool, right? So what's in the middle? Check it out. Right in the middle of these points is this to this to this to this. And those are all our pi over 4s. And remember the coordinates for them? They're all root 2 over 2s. So think about it. Breaks this guy up into 1, 2, 3, 4 portions. That's pi over 4. Come on, thing. There it goes. It's lagging on me here today. That's 2 pi over 4. There's 3 pi over 4. 4 pi over 4, which is pi. There's 5 pi over 4 over here. 6 pi over 4, which is here. 7 pi over 4 for this guy, right? Wow, look at that. Finally, 8 pi over 4, and you know that 8 pi over 4 is just plain old 2 pi. That's how you generate the unit circle. That's how you do it in a real quick 5-minute bang, it's done.